Yes. How you doing? All right. Next session here is you see these blue dots here? See these blue dots? Each one of these blue dots are called grips. Now, the more blue dots you have in a drawing is the more memory you take up in a drawing. So, if we had to reduce the amount of blue dots or the amount of memory that this file takes up, then we would have to make a block out of this one system and then copy it, and then we can mass produce it across. Right now everything is individual, and it'll eat up a lot of memory. And if you had to make changes to an element in the unit, say for instance the toilet and sink had to be rotated to this wall on all of zoom previous on all of these. All right, the best thing to do that way is the best way to handle that is to create blocks. So first thing we'll do is we'll narrow this whole system down to one system by deleting the other individual systems. So I'll hit typically you can delete them. Okay, now we go back down to one system, right? So now what we'll do is we'll create a block out of this. So the command is B for block, and in this case here we're going to go, the name of this would be maybe unit 1 or unit A, say a unit. If you had say 3 or 4 5 different types of unit types, then you'll have A, B, C. So this one we call unit A. Let's put a hyphen here. Unit A. Let's say unit A. Oops, capital letter. Unit A, good. And then we say pick the point of the unit. Okay, would be the bottom left hand corner of the property line. Okay, there. And then we say now fine, this is now we go over here to objects, select the object, which would be everything, the whole site, and then we say okay, enter. And now we say fine, and we say okay. Now if I touch it now you only have one blue box, one grip box at the bottom left hand corner where we created the insertion point for the block. Okay, so now the next thing we wanted to do is we wanted to move the toilet and sink from this wall over to this wall. Okay, we want to mirror this whole condition. Alright, so going back to that, the best thing to do is actually what I want to do first, before I get too far ahead of myself, let's array this whole system, and then I'll change that condition in the bathroom, and you'll see it'll change everywhere else. This is a very efficient way of approaching this condition, or most conditions in AutoCAD. Alright, so first thing we'll do, we'll go back to let's use a copy command. I use CP for copy, pick. Alright, and we'll say from that endpoint to that endpoint. You could use your array command, but let's say copy there. We want 8, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Now we see them all here. Now let's double click on any one of them. Okay, and it comes up unit A, and now it takes us into the block editor environment. And what we need to do in here is just come here and we'll mirror this whole condition. Actually, yeah, let's mirror this condition. All right, and let's say I hit shift right click, and let's say mid between 2 points, point A and point B, and then go pull to the left, and then say yes, and then now it's done like that. But now what we need to do is we need to stretch this condition up here. So what we'll need to do here is this distance here is 1 foot 3.5. Okay, so we can draw a line here at offset, enter, 1 foot 3.5, offset down. Okay, now we know that this whole condition here goes from here, shift right click, perpendicular to this line, and then we're done. And then zoom extend. Now we say close block editor, save it, yes. Okay, now look at all the toilets. Everything is rotated back to the other side. Excuse me, everything is mirrored to the other side. Exactly. And if we grab all these, you'll see that the blue dots, the blue boxes here, are just at the bottom left corner of each one, which keeps our file size small. Okay.